Might as well call him a touchdown machine. Logan Loya, UCLA wide receiver, joining us on the Bruin Insider Show for Nick Cope. I'm Brian Fenley. Logan, we have this thing going on here where anybody that comes on the Bruin Insider Show and does this interview, they go on to have a great game. You're just the next one in the running, and we're excited to have you on.
Oh, thanks for having me. Yeah, I like the luck, Next game, a great game.
Some are watching this through the video component as well. Nick and I have the same exact collared shirt, so I'm wondering, how come you're not wearing one too? Get the memo? Maybe all three of us could be wearing the same one.
Yeah, shoot. Mine must be in my locker. I must have not went down and got it. That's on me.
He's fresh off the practice field. He didn't get cleaned up yet.
Let me start with this, Logan. It seems as if it's so easy for you to get open on the field. Why does it look like that?
All the hard work over the years, everything, just perfecting my craft and everything. I don't know. I kind of have a natural feeling for it. If you don't get open, you don't get the ball, So, it's simple as that.
There's been a lot of good slot receivers here over the last few years. Kyle Phillips, Casimir Allen. What have you learned from those guys, and now you're able to apply it here in your senior year?
Oh, so much. When KP was here, I tried to take in everything because I didn't know him growing up, obviously, but he's obviously from San Diego. I'm from Orange County, not too far. I've seen plenty of videos of him before. I was even at UCLA, and then while I was here, just to get his take on the game and see how he approaches it, how he approaches the lift, walkthroughs, everything, how he does everything. And so I really studied him my first couple years here, and I that helped a lot, obviously. And then Kaz too. He more taught me how to do more returns and run with the ball because he was phenomenal at that.
Yeah.
So.
As far as what all goes through your mind in punt returning situations, take us through what you're looking at, what you're assessing, and what you're really focusing on in those situations.
First thing you get on the field, you got to make sure there's 10 guys in front of you, because you're the 11th. That's rule number one. Always get out there. You'll see me. I'm pointing and I'm counting to make sure. And then from there, it's kind of like a feeling. You see the ball. I've done this for years, obviously, so I've been able to track it, I would say, pretty well. I'm still working on it, trying to get better at everything I can.
Brian and I would agree.
Yeah. Right. Tracking the ball, and then it's more of a feeling. Feeling if someone is close, okay, I got to fair catch it. If there's space, all right, I'm catching. If you're elite, you make the first guy miss. Coach Foster always says that. Make the first guy miss, and then get vertical, get some yards.
So is it peripheral vision? You're on the ball, but you just kind of have to have a sense of what's immediately in front, or is it kind of maybe you glance off if you got a good read on the ball? What is that balance like?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. You have that sense, you have that awareness, okay, someone is running full speed at me right now, close, right? And then you also have it where you can look down quick and then right back up at the ball.
Yeah.
And then you get a sense of it too. So it's a little bit of both.
UCLA wide receiver Logan Loya joining us on the Bruin Insider Show for Nick Cope. I'm Brian Fenley. What people know about you, Logan, is how good your hands are and the ability for you to be so sure-handed out there. What goes into having really good hands as a receiver? Because when I look at somebody that has that, you're at the top of the list.
Thank you. I give that to my dad. So I played quarterback and receiver growing up, and he didn't let me wear gloves. He didn't let me wear gloves until about 8th grade going into high school. That's my first time I even got to wear gloves, So all flag football when we started, hey, Dad, everyone has gloves. Can I get a pair? Nope, you play quarterback and receiver. You can't wear gloves. So I really think that's what set me apart when it comes to the hands. Obviously I've worked hard on it with my eyes and everything, keeping my hands together, but I think that's one of the main things that separates everything else. Just a good foundation, and then you build off that, right?
Did you play baseball at all? Did he make you go without gloves at the plate too?
No, I actually, whatever the level is right after coach pitch, that was as far as I went, and then I stopped playing. I played basketball, soccer, and football. Those were the three I played.
18 catches last year. You already have 18 catches this season. What's it been like taking on a greater role this year?
Yeah, it feels great. Obviously that's what anyone wants. I worked hard this offseason to show that I can be that guy, that a team can rely on me, and having that confidence to show that I belong out there, with the ball in my hands, I can help us. It feels great, obviously,
So many talents on the football field, but I got to say, when it comes to your social media game, the captions that you write on Instagram, you got some serious talent there. What goes into your decision-making on what you're going to write? because it really is riveting what you say. Entertaining, for sure.
Yeah, no, yeah. Actually, I try to make it, sound cool, whether it's a lyric from a song or something I'll come up with if it's original. I want to keep it more than just, just a little basic saying. Like, I want to have some meaning to it. Someone reads it and they're like, ooh, that's nice, yeah. Got one coming later today. So, yeah.
Oh, he's already been cooking it up.
Yeah.
What's it been like catching passes from Dante, and how can you, as a senior, help out a young guy get acclimated into this offense? It felt like you guys started to find a groove late in that game on Saturday as well.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Dante, everyone knows he's a super talented guy, right? Everyone knew that as he came in, as he's been here. All about timing. We worked out all offseason. I mean, worked out with all the quarterbacks all offseason. Made an emphasis to really work on the timing so he knows where to put it, when to put it. And yeah, we're still working on it, getting that timing because, man, we can still get better,
There's
which is
a ton
scary.
of potential.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, ton. So looking forward to that.
The timing is definitely improving. The timing it took for you to graduate, how did you do it in 3 years?
So typically student athletes here, they'll take 3 classes a quarter. I would take 4. And then in the summer, I would take a little bit extra too. Typically we take 2 classes. I would take 3, possibly even 4. One summer I did it. I just had that motive to graduate quick and do grad school. So luckily I'm in the TCL program here, and I'm loving it so far.
How fired up do you guys get on offense when you see what this defense has done? I mean, because you guys have played in some tight games, and you've relied on them to go out there, get stops, force turnovers. I imagine as an offense, you guys got to be so fired up to then be able to go back on the field and help the team win games.
Oh, fired up. Having the defense there they've stopped everyone all year. That's defense has been amazing this year. Offense wins games, defense wins championships. That's what everyone says, Oh my gosh, to have a defense like that, being able to, when they have the ball, that they're not going anywhere. Our defense is stopping right there. We're getting the ball back. We're on the field. Let's go. Like, it fires us up every time.
How much better do they make you? And I think Nick alluded to this just a moment ago, but when you're up against that defense every day in practice, how does that extract the best form, the best version of Logan Loya?
Iron sharpens iron. That's the saying, Going against great dudes every day just makes each other better. Makes me better, makes them better. It helps me perfect my craft and theirs. So, and also just their defensive looks, different looks than used to, So that's more that I get to learn to see, okay, this is how they play in this certain look. And then I can apply that to game day.
One of those guys on that defense, someone you've known for a long time, John Fonz. You guys both went to Bosco. What's your guys' relationship like?
So I transferred over to Bosco my senior year. So the second semester of junior year, and then I graduated high school early too and came here. So I was only at Bosco for 2 semesters, and him and I clicked just like that. So right away when I got there, clicked. We had some classes together. Always sat together, did everything together. That's my brother. Brother since then, for sure.
Your personality is magnetic, and we're feeling that right now. I love what you're giving off here. How does that infiltrate the locker room, and how the way you are, guys come to you, whether it's as a friend, whether it's some advice on the football field, but the way people come to you because you give off this energy that's somebody you want to be around.
Yeah, no, I want to make that known to all my teammates and friends and everything like that. They can come to me if it's a question about the game, question not about the game. Outside the field, I tell all my guys, my line's always open. Anytime you need something, come to me, talk to me. I mean, I like being happy, cheering people up. Never like being down too much. So like whatever to do to make people smile, keep them lifted up. I like to mess around, have fun. So. It's just like that guy over there, Mo. Yeah.
What's the camaraderie like in that receiver room? You guys got a lot of versatility in terms of talent, and also seems like you got some versatility in personalities as well.
I was just about to say we got some personality as well. Yeah. It's jokes all the time. I mean, but guys know when to lock in. They know when it's time to work, and they know when it's time to joke around and have a good time. We have a good balance. Some more than the other. But. We're having a great time, and we're balling, and we're getting better.
When you say getting better, what does getting better look like when you go on the road on Saturday against Oregon State? You're talking about getting better. What does that look like for you, for the wide receiver group on the field?
Offense in general, it's points. And that's all it is. As simple as that, it's points. We haven't been putting up the numbers that we want to, and it's time for us to step up. Especially if we want to go farther in the season and more wins, we have to put up points.
So I know you said you only transferred to Bosco towards the end of high school, but it is Bosco Mater Dei this week. Obviously, both schools very well represented on this roster. Any friendly wagers going on the team? Or
always,
anything?
always. It's always. So William Nemo, he went to Mater Dei.
Yep.
So we actually played youth ball together for a year. So I've known him since before high school. And and his locker is right across from mine. So right when this week started. Hey, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
But I got my boys back. Go Bosco. Come on, let's go Braves.
I feel like I'm going to be a Bosco fan from now on.
Yeah, I think you should. That's a great school.
But then when your rival is playing and maybe we have somebody from them interviewing, then I say the rival. That's not probably fair, is it?
No.
You shouldn't do that.
No, you should tell them, go Braves.
Yeah, I will do that. Well, I'll tell you what, as we wrap up this conversation,
you're wearing blue. Bosco's blue.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, come on.
Go Braves and go Logan Loya. Come on. If this conversation didn't give you another reason to root for this guy, I don't know what else to tell you. For Nick Hope, I'm Brian Fenley here on the Bruin Insider Show. Logan, thank you so much.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you guys.